Okay, so this is a video for 3VT chapter 8 about equations that have a higher power. So here's a 4 and here's a 6, so I'd like to explain something about that. If you want to solve this equation, then first you solve it like any other equation, so you don't really take a look at the 4 yet. So first we're going to do plus 20 on both sides. So then here you have 520, and then on this side you have 6x to the power of 4. Then the next step would be to divide 520 by 6. So then you have, here you have x to the power of 4, and here you have 520 divided by 6. Now if you want to know what x is now, if it said x squared equals that, then you take the square root. But now it says x to the power of 4. So you have to take something called the fourth power root. So let me show you where you can find that on your calculator. Right, first we're going to press the 4, because that's the power that we want to use. Then we press this button, and then we press this button, because then you see the fourth power root of, in this case, 520 divided by 6. So if you type that in, you get this number. So we round it off to two decimal places, so that's 3.05. So let me write that down. This equals 3.05. And just like with other equations, when there's a squared here, you actually have two answers, because x can also be minus 3.05. Yeah, so if you do this to the power of 4 or that to the power of 4, then you will get 520 divided by 6. If this power were odd though, let me show you that. For example, x to the power of 3 equals something, so let's say 32. If you want to know what x is now, you have to take the third power root. So x is the third power root of 32. Now in this case you only have one answer. Let me see what this is. This is 3 to the power of, or the third power root of 32 is 3.17. Here you can't say that the second answer would be minus 3.17 because the power is odd. And if you have minus 3.17, then negative times negative times negative would be minus 32. So if the power is even, you have two answers. If the power is odd, you have one answer. That's how this works. Let's go to another exercise. I wrote down 45b here. So let me show you how to work that out. Because here we see in brackets x minus 2. And then that to the power of 6, and then times 6 to get 120. So the first thing we'll do is divide everything by 6. So then here we have x minus 2 to the power of 6. And then here if you divide this by 6, you get 20. So now we have to take the sixth power root. So this is the sixth power root of 20. Let's see what that will be. So again, I'll just show you one more time how you can find this on your calculator. First you have to press the powers, that's 6. Then you have to press the second button, and then you press this button. And then you press 20, and then enter. So this is 1.65 rounded off. So 1.65, or the other answer is x minus 2 is minus 1.65. So the only thing you have to do now is add 2 here and add 2 there, and then you know what x is. So x is, if you add 2 to this one, you get 3.65, or, sorry about that, if you add x to the other one, you get 0.35. So you add 2 to this number, and you add 2 to that number, and then you have the two answers that you were looking for. Thank you very much for watching.